Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry. Today, we are going to discuss the VOD release model that has taken over Hollywood during this pandemic, and if it's a truly sustainable model moving forward. So this past week, Disney came forward and expressed a new form of the video-on-demand format being helmed for the release of their live-action remake of Mulan. Yes, they are sending it to the Disney Plus platform, so you do have to be subscribed to the service in order to have access to Mulan. However, just because you're subscribed doesn't give you the access to watch. In addition to your monthly fee, Disney is also charging a $30 rental on top of the Disney Plus subscription. Now, this $30 does grant you access to the film Mulan for as long as you are subscribed to Disney Plus. If you never unsubscribe, you're basically purchasing the film. However, it is a far cry from the straight-to Disney Plus releases such as Artemis Fowl that was available to all subscribers just earlier this summer. However, over the past week alone, we have received so much news about new films being dropped straight to video on demand. And how has this all happened? Well, COVID. That's how it all began. And even that is a little bit disingenuous because executives over at Universal particularly have been looking for ways to get into this day and date release schedule for years, finding ways to bring down that 3-month window that theaters have long required studios to uphold in order to keep a balanced relationship. But Pandora's box was certainly opened earlier this year when Trolls World Tour forewent a theatrical release in order to give moviegoers a brand new film right there in their home. The Troll sequel was available at a $19.99 price point for a 48-hour rental that you could acquire straight through your own home devices. And overall, it was a solid success. Over its first month of release, Trolls World Tour made about $100 million through the video-on-demand format, 80% of which went straight back to Universal. Yes, that all sounds gravy. However, Trolls World Tour came with a hefty budget of about $90 to $100 million before marketing costs. Not to mention, it was the first of its kind to come out on VOD, a big blockbuster release for the full family to come and watch at home during some pretty stressful times. And it was the only one out there. There was no competition when Trolls World Tour dropped early April. Fast forward 1 month to May 15th. Scoob from Warner Brothers premiered for video on demand for both rental and to purchase if you would like for $24.99. However, Warner Brothers never released those monetary numbers, which certainly was a far cry from how Universal touted their success story with Trolls the previous month. Add on to that, and much more concerning, was the fact that Warner Brothers then made Scoob available on the HBO Max application a mere 42 days after that premium price point rental had gone public. It seems the market wasn't upholding 2 animated films back to back. However, many films over the summer have released straight to a VOD platform. High Note with stars such as Tracee Ellis Ross and Dakota Johnson, The King of Staten Island, helmed by famed director Judd Apatow, starring Pete Davidson. You Should Have Left, a Blumhouse horror film starring Kevin Bacon and Amanda Seyfried. They all came and went with very little fanfare, all priced at $19.99 for a rental. Furthermore, You Should Have Left premiered on VOD June 19th, then available at Redbox, iTunes, and other standard rental places a mere month later on July 28th. That begs the question, is there truly a market for this video on demand premium priced rentals moving forward? Well, we're about to find out. and I don't think Hollywood is going to like the answer. Looking ahead, Bill and Ted Face the Music is set to premiere in select theaters that are open at the time, as well as VOD platforms on August 28th. Less than a week later, Mulan heads to Disney Plus for that $30 rental price. And then only a couple weeks after that, Antebellum comes to the VOD platforms on September 18th. All of these changes were released within the past week and give us our first true taste of 3 could-be big hits, all coming out within 1 month of each other. Add to that some pretty big anticipated titles on free options, such as Netflix also debuting throughout August and September, and the hopeful theatrical releases of films such as New Mutants on August 28th and Tenet on September 3rd. That begs the question, is there enough money, particularly in a pandemic, to go around? Are you going to spend $37 to watch Mulan, and then $20 to watch Bill and Ted, and a couple weeks later, $20 more for Antebellum? And God forbid, if the theaters near you do open, that's an extra 2 movie tickets to go out and see New Mutants and Tenet. Just for those 3 films to rent at your own home, on your TV, with whatever sound system you have, that comes up to $77 within the span of 3 weeks. And the mindset might be, well, I pay for movie tickets all the time, but take a look at the trend in movie theater going experience. It's been about monthly service subscriptions. AMC, Regal, Alamo Drafthouse, and many other theater chains have adopted a monthly subscription service where you pay $20 to $25 the vast number of films for that one price for the entire month. So for the price of 1 rental, or less than the cost of Mulan, you can go see anywhere from 12 to 31 movies in a single month. And these subscription services have seen great success ever since the rise and then fall of MoviePass really forced the hands of the theaters to reevaluate how they did their ticketing price point. So the old school model of paying for your ticket, especially if you're a pretty regular moviegoer, is long gone in the theater experience. And are casual movie fans willing to check out $20 a pop for rentals? These avid moviegoers who likely would have wanted to see all of these films in the theater with their subscription pass, willing to spend exponentially more within just a single month's time to watch all of these films, or even multiple films. I honestly don't think so. And that initial success story of Trolls, 1, was a little bit misconstrued, but 2, showed a movie at the beginning of the pandemic that was all by itself, over a month with 0 competition to be seen. Now that production companies and studios are starting to get more desperate to get their films released, right here at the end of August, we're going to start seeing the releases piling up upon each other. $20 plus per rental, I don't think there's enough coin to go around. So that is my take on the VOD rental system that we are looking at now when it comes to new release films. What do you think? You agree? Do you disagree? I really want to have a discussion about this in the comment section down below, or of course you can hit me up on Twitter. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on my latest videos. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!